to Yoga for a Better Night's Sleep. As this class name indicates, this yoga sequence is best done right before going to bed. However, you can do it anytime during the day, especially if you're feeling overly stressed. For class, if you can have either a yoga bolster or 2 pillows, and if you have a pair of blocks, they may come in handy as well. Let's start by coming on to our sitting bones in an easy seated position. Let's begin to close our eyes. Feel the spine roll along over the hips. Feel the crown of the head reach towards the ceiling as the chin gently tucks. Bringing our hands to the knees. Begin to notice the breath coming in and out of the body without changing the rhythm. On our next inhale, let's begin to feel the shoulders come up towards the ears, and as they exhale, let them circle back and down. Inhale, feel them lift. Exhale, decompress the shoulders down and back. Just let the wave of the breath take the shoulders up and then back and down. Deep breath. And as we settle the shoulder blades down, we feel the collarbone spread the chest. We take the left hand and bring it over towards the right knee as the right hand comes behind us, fingers looking away. Inhale, the spine grows long, and as we exhale, we bring the belly out over to the right hand side. Inhale, let the body naturally come back to center. And then exhale back over to the right. Seeing if we can take the head over the right shoulder. Inhale, come center. Exhale back over to the right. Moving through the rib cage. Taking 2 more deep breaths. Let your breath guide your movement. As our last inhale comes in, and exhale, we rotate. As we come center, we feel the right hand come to the left knee. Left hand comes behind us as we sit up nice and tall. The inhale enters the nose, and then as we exhale, we ring the spine as we twist over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist through the rib cage. Inhale back to center. Feeling the wave of our breath. Inhale, we feel release. Exhale, we begin to wring out the spine. Taking 2 more deep breaths. As our inhale brings us back to center, we feel the right arm lift up alongside the ear. Left hand comes to the ground. And then as we exhale, we gently roll over to the left-hand side into a lateral stretch. Inhale, the body comes back to center as the right hand plants, left arm lifts, lateral flexion. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, lateral flexion. Last one, inhale, center. Left arm comes up, right hand comes down. And then as we find neutral, we begin to make our way onto all fours, stacking our knees underneath our hips. Our hands are spread wide and underneath our shoulders. We take an inhale, and then as we exhale, we just feel our hips come back towards our heels as it circles around and comes all the way back up. And just take a few breaths, bringing some rhythmic movement into the body. Awaken the hips slightly, and then circle in the opposite direction. Last one. And as we settle back into that quadruped position, we feel the spine begin to round on an exhale towards the ceiling. Inhale, the belly drops, the heart opens through the arms. Exhale, feel the articulation of the spine slow as we reach towards the ceiling. And then inhale, drop once again, slow articulation of the spine. Head comes up last. Exhale, feel the background. Shoulder blades slide away from one another. And then as we inhale, the belly drops. We surrender towards the mat. We open the chest. Finding neutral, we begin to curl our toes underneath and lift into a downward facing dog position. And if you need some movement here, just take a few gentle rhythmic pedals of the feet, movements of the hips, peeling the hips away from the rib cage. And then gently finding the heels pressing towards the mat. We look to the space in between our hands and we walk our feet into a forward fold position. Taking a nice knee bend. We let the crown of the head relax towards the ground as the eyes look in between the thighs. Feel the weight shift forward and then back as we nestle our weight right over the center of the foot. If it's comfortable, grabbing a hold of opposite elbows. And then maybe we let the body sway from side to side gently. Feel relaxation through the face. The body grow heavy as it ragdolls over the thighs. 2 more deep breaths. As we gently release our hands back towards the mat, we step back and find our knees coming back down, preparing for child's pose. If you have a bolster or pillows, we're going to place it in front of us so that we can rest our upper body on it. If we don't, then just let your body come towards the ground. You may want to take a wide-legged forward fold, bringing the knees to the outside edges of the mat. And then we gently allow the body to come down. Head can rest to one side, especially if you're using a pillow or a bolster. Beginning to draw our attention back to our breath. Noticing how the inhale comes in through the nose fills our body with air. And as we feel the exhale leave our body, either through the nose or a pursed lip, we begin to feel the body relax down into our prop or to the mat below us. We let ourselves grow heavy. Allow our mind to soften, as well as our muscles. We gently begin to walk ourselves up, moving any prop off to the side. As we come back into an easy seated position, bringing our right leg in front, grounding our sitting bones. And then as we exhale, staying rooted through our sitting bones, we walk ourselves down towards the ground. A bolster or pillows can also come back in handy as we allow our body to drape over them. Feeling the hips gently relax. Gently walk ourselves back up. Bringing our pillows or bolster over to the right hand side. We're going to bring our shins parallel to the side of our mat, stacking one on top of the other. As we draw a bolster or pillows closer to our body, we begin to feel the torso twist, and then we gently release down. If it's comfortable, the top leg comes up and behind us in line with the hip, and another pillow or set of blocks may come in handy here. Keeping the torso rounded down towards the center of the mat. If you have a prop, you can place it underneath the knee on that extended leg. Gently walking ourselves up. And as we come back into that easy seated position, bring the left leg in front this time. Ground through the sitting bones. Block or pillows come in front of us if we'd like. As we sink forward one more time. With each exhale, seeing if we can just relax the body down closer to the floor. Gently rolling the spine as we come back into neutral. This time bringing pillows or bolster over towards the left-hand side of the mat. Our legs swivel to draw the shins parallel to the side of our mat. Remembering that as we twist the torso towards center, we can take top leg behind us in line with our hip and use a prop if we like to place underneath the knee. We close the hips as best as possible as we let the body rotate and relax. Notice any tension we may be holding on to. Notice if your mind starts to wander. And if it does, that's okay. Just notice that. And then draw the attention back to the breath. Slowly beginning to walk ourselves up. And as we prepare for our final pose of class, we have a couple of options. We can do Savasana and just lay gently on our backs with our legs out and our arms out. If you have a bolster or blocks, you can bring them to the base of the spine as we open the chest in a supported fish pose. We feel the collarbones spread the chest. And now as we draw our attention to our breath, let's count how long it takes us to get to the top of our inhale without changing our breath pattern. And then as we get to the top of the inhale, begin to see how long it takes us to get to the bottom of our exhale. And if our exhale is not already longer than our inhale, let's work on elongating the exhale. Count inhale and an 8-count exhale. So let's begin, if we haven't already, to release the air. Pause for a moment, and then let's begin to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top, and then let's begin our exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom, and then begin to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you'd like, just keep that breath cycle for our next few rotations as we feel the body grow heavy. Soften in our sockets. We feel our jaw soften. Slowly to begin to bring our knees in towards our chest, regardless of the position we're in. We lift our hips and shift them over to one side as we roll over onto one side, cradling our head in our arms for a moment. Gently pressing ourselves up into our comfortable seated position. Spine long over our hips. Allow the chin to chuck. Let the inhale fill the belly. And as we exhale, bow forward as we hinge from our hips. Namaste.